Hello everyone, I'm Christina, and let's go ahead and have one more chit chat about the New York UN meeting coming up that's really starting to kick into high gear now. Alright, so we made it through today, the 1-year anniversary of the Revelation 12 signs. It's September 23rd, 2018. But it was also the Feast of Tabernacles, which means harvest is ripe. Is God ready to harvest? Well, I hope so. But in the meantime, we do have this UN meeting coming, and it is, according to Ambassador Nikki Haley, the most watched UN meeting ever. And I would have to agree with her at this point, because I really do think everybody's watching. It just seems like so many points of interest as far as biblical prophecy are coming together that you can't help but watch this meeting when it's about peace and security. They're talking about denuclearization, and when they talk about peace and safety, right, sudden destruction comes, and it just seems to fall right along those lines. We're going to have Iran and Turkey and Russia, China, North Korea. And don't get me started on how upset the UN is right now, because they are struggling with the cuts in funding that Trump just has not been providing, and it's been several points where they've cut these budgets for various reasons that are actually very understandable. So, what's going on at this UN meeting? Well, I've got this calendar of conferences and meetings by venue in New York, and they pretty much have, this is the 73rd session. They talk about the General Assembly, high-level plenary meeting to commemorate and promote the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons on September 26th. And on the 27th, it shows that they have a high-level meeting to undertake a comprehensive review of the prevention and control of non-communicable diseases. Then, in the middle of all that, you think, well, is Trump going to launch that peace plan? And at first, you're like, oh, there's no way, and maybe not. They've got these appointments, but at the same time, there is a news article that I found by a news reporting group called Middle East Monitor, otherwise known as Memo, and they typed out an article that was published yesterday that has been shared 3,100 times, and it's titled Abbas, Palestine Ready to Enter Peace Talks with Israel, which is a total 180, right? The article starts off by saying Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas on Friday voiced readiness to resume peace talks with Israel, either behind closed doors or in public. Speaking at a joint press conference in Paris with French counterpart Emmanuel Macron, Abbas said, "We're ready for negotiations with Israel, either in public or behind closed doors, with the Middle East Quarter as sponsor." It's Quartet, my bad. The so-called Middle East Quartet is comprised of the U.S., Russia, the UN, and the EU. So this should be a fun meeting, with North Korea being there. This is gonna be interesting. I really can't wait to see if anything comes out of it. I'm sure there will be, but when it comes to a peace deal, they're sitting there saying, "Oh no, there's no way that this is going to happen," but it looks like it's going to happen. It's like the dominoes are placed on the table, and we're just waiting for the first one to fall. Because we know as soon as peace is declared, peace and safety, sudden destruction comes. And so it's kind of nice timing that they're talking about denuclearization and peace and security and things like that. Which brings me to another point, that it's always good to start your own gardening. And with this winter looking to be harder than the last one, it would be a really good idea to learn how to garden. Certain foods are good for colder climates, so you can look for certain seeds, or you can look to put them in potted plants, bring them inside, or have greenhouses, grow lights. Just at least start doing some research, because it could save your life, because there is no telling how things are going to continue to just really roll together. At some point, they're going to progress with this peace deal. And if Abbas really is ready to talk, maybe it's time to, recheck that go bag, right? Anyway, we'll be looking more into this as the days come. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'll talk to you soon. God bless you all.